Nanjiba, Faiza, as finalist number 5, you may begin whenever you are ready.
Okay, good morning. Greetings to all. Thank you for having me here and giving me this opportunity to share my voice. Climate change is a phenomenon that's been occurring throughout centuries. Each year, Earth warms more and more by less than 1 degree Celsius. It may not be much, but that is a lot to the globe. Sea levels begin rising due to sea caps melting, natural disasters raise the landscape, and humanity is reaching its capacity. Climate change is often given many misconceptions and assumed it's incredibly easy to fix. But without taking the proper action right now, we may never get anywhere. Climate change is also a recurring factor to global warming, wherein the Earth temperatures rise and warm over average, causing not only wildfires, but as well as droughts, which can heavily hinder agriculture and animals' habitats. Global warming dries the vegetation and plant life, which can risk wildfires. I read that Alberta often has forest fires due to the dryness. Alongside wildfires and droughts, sea levels rising result in floods, causing coastal countries to threaten sinking below the water. Floods can severely destroy industries in urban areas, especially areas that are convoluted with housing, businesses, and residents. Floods and droughts aren't the only disasters that can occur. Acid rain is a very prominent one. It can damage plant life and tissue, as well as lowering the pH of our water supply and generating toxins that consider the water inedible, like sulfur dioxide, lowering the pH and making it acidic, which can damage our internal workings. If we continue this loop of consistently generating carbon dioxide and other polluting gases, it can risk an extinction event where humanity is unable to reside on Earth anymore. There are multiple solutions to combat climate change, especially ones that can prevent the aforementioned disasters and assist with helping the Earth cool. Emission reduction is our main goal. We can use solar panels as an alternative to other energy sources that generate carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, even water vapor. Alongside solar panels, we can also ride bikes, and other means of transportation that doesn't generate as much of these greenhouse gases. With transportation and energy sources listed, we can recycle instead of trashing the plastic, generating landfills that can harm animals' digestive systems. A good example of this are albatross chicks consuming plastic and perishing, and releasing decomposition gases like carbon dioxide into the air. Burning the waste, carbon dioxide and methane. Burning the waste does the same. We should also use reusable materials like some plastic, like peat, compost, and other sources of fertilization, instead of toxic man-made fertilizers that release runoff into our water. Thus, we should use these alternatives and techniques to reduce worsening the climate change in the long run. Thank you once again for having me here. Thank you for letting me share my voice. My name is Faiza Nanjiba. I am a 10th grader in Alberta, Calgary, Alberta.
Thank you, Faiza. I will now ask Kelly Schultz to ask your first question.
Good morning, Faiza. Thank you very much for your presentation. You're a beautiful artist as well. I very much appreciated your artwork that you provided earlier. What are some initiatives that we can put in place to get others to be involved in climate change? You had mentioned some incentives that we can do, but how do we rally everybody together to really make a difference?
So lately, I've been studying psychology, and this is an effect that affects humanity called the bystander effect. Basically, we struggle to take action even despite someone being in danger or other events. Sorry, hold on. Anyway, the bystander effect can can prevent humans and other people from taking actions despite another human being in danger. So I suppose we could advertise the effects of climate change despite it already being there. There are many environmentalists already working to take action, as well as like charities can help as well. We can have people donate money to assist with that. And you have heard of Mr. Beast's campaign of planting trees and cleaning the sea, right? Yeah, that is one action. We could have famous, well-known people like Mr. Beast to advocate for these changes.
Great, thank you.
And for the second question, I would like to ask Professor Ruth Hayhoe.
Good morning, Faiza. Your painting was dramatic. The contrast was so striking, and it made me think that art can also be part of the way of communicating the urgency. I want you to talk a little bit about solar panels, because that comes out so strongly on the right side of your painting. And how far do you think that use is a really good solution? And is it applicable differently in different parts of the world? Just talk a little bit about solar panels.
Solar panels can store energy in the day, and throughout night is when we use the most energy to light our homes, and especially use appliances like cooking, toasters, microwaves, and such. We can spend time in the day without using any energy, like very little, like a little amount to like not use as much energy. Solar panels can keep energy sorry, just thinking. Yeah. Since especially bright countries like ones that have very little clouds in the air and such, they can store the most amount of solar energy and use it at night. We should also turn off appliances that we're not using to further store these and prevent it from draining throughout the day.
Thank you. And I think the big issue is the storage of the new energy coming from solar power, right? But it's good that you are highlighting that particular approach to the problems of climate change. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Hayhoe, and thank you, Faiza.